Yo, MP, what's up, man? Big fan.
Boz, what's good, fam? Yo, huge fan, man. That one track you did with that verse.
Yo, look, for the record, I think you're just as good a player as Shep. I mean, sure, he's more athletic, more dynamic, more exciting, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, man. Yo, but Cole around?
Oh, he just left.
Seriously? Man, I was looking to talk to him about a collab together or something like that.
A collab with you?
Yeah.
I mean, Cole gonna say no, but I feel you.
Wait, why would he say no?
Bro, do you know how many people are trying to get a verse out of Cole every day?
Probably a lot.
Definitely a lot, man. Look, I like you, MP, and you could ball, but you have no track record with music. It just is what it is. I gotta slide, man, but it was good to meet you.
Almost that, man. It's a pleasure, man. Hey, and I'm gonna be seeing you soon. Trust.
That's a bet.
How'd everything go with J. Cole?
Well,
Uh-oh. That's your not great sigh.
I have a not great sigh.
Yeah, it's the same one you used when I asked you how things went with my dad when I left you alone with him for the first time.
For 2 hours, the only thing he said to me was, "Shut up, I'm watching Shark Tank."
Whoa, J. Cole watches Shark Tank?
No, my dad watches Shark Tank.
Her dad, man. I mean, but J. Cole he's a deadhead. Sorry.
Okay, we can pivot.
I'll come up with some names.
I'm sorry to say it, but I don't see how we make this work without J. Cole. He's the central figure in the music scene here.
I mean, well, he's not gonna make time out of his already busy schedule to help a random basketball player, so that's that.
Then we've got to make him see that there's something in it for him from an artistic standpoint.
Okay. You know what? Boz did say I don't have a track record, so...
Okay, I got it. MP's got to drop a mixtape.
No.
What?
No,
That's
I'm nice
absurd.
for a basketball player, but I'm not nice.
No.
He's nice.
I was thinking MP works on a remix of one of J. Cole's songs. I know of a producer we could try and get in touch with, Amir Simsek.
Wait, PhD Monk? Mm-hmm. Yo, that dude's amazing. I mean, he can make a beat out of anything.
That's what I'm
What was
saying.
that?
He made that one track
When
where
he
it
was
was
snoring,
all
right?
samples of him snoring. Yeah.
Tough.
Wait, but I mean, you think he'll collaborate with MP?
It's
What you mean
worth
by
an
that?
ask. I mean, it would show that MP's got his ear to the ground.
And you can get MP in touch with them.
No. Really, no one can. He's a total recluse. But I do know that he lives in the city and that he loves vinyl.
All right, so head over to Eric's.
If anyone knows how to get in touch with him, it's gonna be Marvin.
Can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
And the starting group for the Spurs, sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Slim, then it's Jones. And it's Sohan in at the four-man position. The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. The three from Mills. Wembanyama with the rebound. Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Mills. Johnson for three. He can't get it to go.
Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Wembanyama, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Mills kicks to Bridges. Here's Finney-Smith. And the Nets miss again. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
The Nets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. Now here's Mills, covered by Vassell. And so it's going to be a 3-second.
Don't get too comfortable. We're just saving it for crunch time.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Spurs on defense. Finney-Smith kicks to Mills. Unloads. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6.
Been really solid right off the bat.
Down low. They swipe it. Count it. Wembanyama has got 10 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Mills passes to Bridges. Mills with it, working on Jones. Shot's good by Mills.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Mills. After the made shot from Slim, a crossover, and Jones sends it back.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Here's Johnson, and it's San Antonio with another.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can...
Now on the way to the floor. Give it up for Team Get loud, everyone. Let's give it up for Team
Claxton.
Get him, MP. Your time.
In for McDermott, and Jones subbed in for Vassell. Johnson outside. The fader. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
As his career has progressed, Johnson has really improved as a playmaker.
We've got Thomas. He's out there with Mills. And it's Claxton in at center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And here's Mills for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. San Antonio leading by 19 points. Kicks it out to Johnson. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got 5 now.
Though he likes to get to the rim and draw contact, Johnson will rise and fire from beyond the arc.
Here's Mills. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's the 3. Johnson can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Richard, one of the greatest coaches in the history of pro basketball, a guy you played for, Greg Popovich, on March 11th, 2022, broke the all-time winningest mark for a head coach in the NBA.
And what's so special is all of those victories are coming with the Spurs. And look, I had an opportunity to apologize to Pop, because if it wasn't for me, he probably would have gotten here sooner.
I think he would say that's completely not true, but he had to be one of the great coaches you played for.
It was. My career got extended because of the things that I learned in San Antonio. If I wouldn't have had that experience with him and their coaching staff, I would never have played as long as I did.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter.
He scored 45 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists now tonight.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now here's Mills, defended by Jones. Johnson from outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Bassie, the pass to Jones. Here's Wembanyama. Three-pointer, no good. And here are the Nets. Nothing offensively yet from them in this second quarter. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
These guys are looking forward to this year now, putting last season behind them. He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
The rebound by the Nets.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Here's Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly well.
The Spurs, 39.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the San Antonio Spurs.
It's obvious crashing the boards was a point of emphasis. They're rebounding by committee, and their dominance in that category is a key reason for this lead.
Their opponent needs... Let's turn our attention to the dunk contest and see who's competing for a spot this year.
Man, it's too early.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray into the dark side, right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Jones. Then there's Slim. And it's Sohan in at the 4. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. They set the screen. Claxton with the bucket.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the bucket. Wembanyama has got 6 in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Johnson outside. Back to Mills. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Brooklyn. Have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
O'Neal is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
No problems knocking that one down.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Bridges outside. Simmons left side. Harris setting the pick for Simmons. Out to Harris from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Wembanyama. Misses off the left iron. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Claxton. Bridges with it. Nets passing it around. There's O'Neal with the 3. Vildoza with the rebound. San Antonio's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Stolen by O'Neal. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Wembanyama gets the bucket. 27 points for Slim.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Harris outside. From 7. In the corner, O'Neal with it. His three-pointer's off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. McDermott with it. He's against Bridges. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 29 points for Slim.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
Hey, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches.
Personal foul, 15 seconds. At the line, Nicholas Johnson. And at the line, shooting 2.
Started off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Slim.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
O'Neal kicks to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Claxton. Here's Simmons. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Jones against Simmons. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Stolen away. Now here's Jones. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they